Hello, just sorting some tactics out. You know, I'm always sorting out the bloody tactics. Oh, 2 seconds, hold the phone. Oh, quite literally. Hello?
Hello, how are you?
Mr. Sports News.
The very same.
Will I never?
Yes, hi.
How are you doing?
Not bad, but I've got a question.
Go on, go ahead.
Where the are you, exactly? Not at Dresden?
No, I'm not in charge anymore of Dresden. I moved to Stuttgart about 6 months ago now.
6 months? You didn't even think to tell me?
I just didn't think you would have cared, really. No.
Of course I care. I can't believe I didn't know.
It concerns me a little bit that you didn't notice, if I'm completely honest.
Well, you know, I'm a busy man.
Busy.
Very busy guy. Very busy
Typical,
guy.
that is. Okay, then. Well, fair enough. No problem. Are you thinking of coming over then? Coming over to Stuttgart?
Yeah, probably. How far is it then? How far?
Oh, it's about 98 hours.
98
journey.
hours? What do you mean 98 hours?
Are you not going to walk it?
No, not going to walk it.
Still got the van. About 5 hours then.
Okay, well, just say that then.
Yeah, easy.
Where do you think I'd walk it?
No, I just thought you might have walked it, for charity, if you like charity.
Well, no, I do like charity, but I'm not going to... Don't you
All right, sure you do. And if you really like charity, you'd probably walk it.
Yeah, well,
That's what I'll say.
I do like charity, but I'm not going to walk it.
Prove it.
All right, I'll walk it then. I'll prove you wrong.
All right, good.
I'll prove you wrong.
All right, I'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Yeah, we love with care. From me, lots of Benji. I'll see you. Okay, bye. Bye. Take care. All right, bye. Oh, I look forward to seeing him. I mean, it's going to be a bit awkward when he realises he hasn't got the van when he gets here. So, he'll have to walk back again, won't he? Folks, hello, welcome back to another episode of Roadtrip. We've got a full week of videos coming for you this week, so if you're excited about that, drop a like on the video before we begin. You're trusting that it's good at this stage. It might not be, so gamble. Now, this is the team then that is facing off today in our second match of the league season against Dresden. That's right. So if you saw the last episode, you'll know that Dresden did get promoted, and today we face them in the league. Now, there's some names here that you won't recognise. So as ever, let's talk you through the transfers for today. Transfers and a match. Everybody loved it. So, as you can see from this screen here, lots of things have happened, and we'll start with the outs. The big one, of course, to talk about then is Daniel Almendinger, who has left the club and gone to Middlesbrough for a fee of £18.5 million. 1 goal and 6 assists in 22 appearances for a player that cost £10 million in the top division of Germany. To me, ain't good enough. And because of that, he's got his marching orders. He's left. He had a good work rate, decent teamwork, determination, very quick as well. But in that final third, wasn't really producing the goods. Could play on the left or the right. Middlesbrough have got a good player on their hands, but a player that frankly wasn't doing it. And to get 18.5 million for a player who I think's good to average, I think it's not too bad. Now, it's worth noting that Daniel Keller has now left for Manchester United. He's been loaned out, but he's left finally. The fee could rise to around £6 million. He was the player, of course, that had already agreed to join Manchester United the previous season. He's now actually gone. So, goodbye, Daniel. A few other names to go through then. Gerald Bedinga has left, gone to Leverkusen. Jens Berg, Adrian Thomason. You might remember a central midfielder that we played occasionally. And then finally, the big one for me, really, Joe Linton has left the team. Braunschweig is the team he's gone to, 1.6 million. He scored that 1 goal for me, a goal that we'll all remember. Do you remember it? Me neither. Finally, something to mention as well is that Florian Altenberg has gone out on loan for the year to Bielefeld, so good for him. We've got strikers, it's fine. So let's then go through the players that we've brought in, and we're going to start off with a name that will be familiar to many. 35 years of age, Maxim Gonalons is the player we've brought in. Now, speed-wise, he's nearly a turtle, okay, a tortoise, any slow-moving object. He is that as of right now, and at 2.5 star, you might think, why have you done this? £18,000 a week, 6'2", solid defensive player. Not the first choice, but you think about the leadership and determination he brings to this squad. It's something we've probably been lacking in the last few years. Good passing, technically still got all the tools, and mentally fantastic. So he comes in, good natural fitness, so he'll still be able to do a job for us if required. At 35 years of age, I actually think Gonalons is a little bit of the Lucas Leiva at Parma, if you know what I'm saying. Love him. Next up, another defensive midfielder. Again, a name that you'll probably be familiar with. Thomas Partey has come in. 31 years of age, the Ghanaian, on a 2-year deal. Again, that's quite clever, I think. £30,000 a week. Physically still very, very good, improving in acceleration even at 31 years of age. Mentally pretty solid, good tackling, passing and marking are all there as well. Playing in that defensive midfield role, it's an area I really wanted to strengthen. You've got Yoshi, but I'd told off a couple of midfielders. You'd seen that just previously. So we brought him in for £88,000. I've only got him, as I say, on 30 grand a week. He's a player that I think can sit in the middle and just firefight. He's basically my firefighter. Nina. That's what we'll say when he does something good. Moving slightly further forward, and this one hurts me quite a lot. We've brought in Mario Greco from Red Bull Leipzig, right? 4.1 million, rising to 4.9, as you can see there. You'll notice, not too bad. Physically quite good, mentally quite good. Technically has got the defensive attributes you're looking for and a good technique along with that. And then you go to down there and you'll notice that about 4 days ago, he broke his ankle. So that's now a player that was probably going to start every single game for me. The 6'4" giant, not even going to feature for me. So see you in January. Decent little pickup though, like the look of him. Gutted that he can't now play. Right, moving down the line, and it is a return to the channel for a Parma Hall of Fame. If you didn't watch the Parma series, I'm still going on about it. Alberto Serio, of course, a player that starts his career at Parma, had a little spell at Spal as well. And by the way, this is fantastic. For those that enjoyed Parma drama, you'll love this. If you got this information, favourite clubs, Parma and Spal, I love everything about it. But we've brought him in. I actually think this is quite a smart, shrewd bit of business. We're scoring goals last year for Stade in Ligue 1. £6 million was the fee we've brought him in for. At 28 years of age, he's different to everything else that we've got up top. He's the target man that you love and enjoy. Physically fantastic, great strength, good composure, off the ball still very good. 15 finishing is nothing to be scoffed at. And I think as an option off the bench or even a starting striker to get everyone else involved in the play, this is the man you need. Alberto Seri returns to a save on my channel, and I couldn't be happier. Right, 2 to go, and we're going to start with a signing from River, so you know it's a regen, and you know he's going to be bloody excellent. Christian Veron then is the man, and okay, he reminds me a lot. Now, for those that watch the Salford story, we're just leaking in every save. Diego Vidal 2.0, anyone fancy that? I'm involved. I think this is the sort of player that I absolutely love on Football Manager. A roaming playmaker, 3.5 star current ability, 4.5 star potential ability, can still grow a massive amount. Brought in on a relatively cheap fee, in my opinion, 7.25 billion, could be worth millions and millions and millions in the future. And has got all the attributes that you need to begin with and will grow into. Things like passing, these 13s, 14s will grow into 15s and 16s, and that is what we're looking for with a strong central midfielder. As I say, creative force in the middle, Christian Veron, bought in from River. You know me. You know this is the sort of player I look for. And he's left-footed, so he can play on the left side. And then finally, you can see we've spent 14.5 million, 32 million in total, so nearly half the budget was spent on Asterios Romanos. No. You know where he's from, don't you? Espan, Germany. There he is then. You bought him in from Dortmund. As I say, 14.5 million. He was bought from Leverkusen by Dortmund. They never played him. 6 goals, 2 assists in 21 games at his age. I was involved. We've got him in here, and I'll let you drink it in. Left only, what I'm looking for. A bit like Barry from Salford. We've got him in. He's got the pace, he's got the agility, he's got the determination. Needs to work on his work rate just a little bit. Dribbling of 17, technique of 16, and if we get his passing up to around 13, this guy will be the best winger in world football. There we are. Asterios Romanos. From German. Sounds Spanish. Sounds beautifully Spanish. It's not. 4-star current ability, potentially a 5-star player. This is the kind of guy I like the look of. This is a game changer right here. This is a game changer. And I'd have said that whether Spencer made it popular or not. So don't start saying, oh, he's copies. But no, that's been a phrase for ages. So we come back to the screen here then, and this is the lineup for the first game. Now, I should know, actually, before we do that, we've played our first game of the season in the league. We played Wolfsburg, 3-1 victory. Hoffman got 2. The big news, really, is not only did Wout van der Mees get a goal in the 34th minute. Is that a phrase? Of course it's a phrase. What are you on about? In the 56th minute, he got himself sent off for what was just a daft sort of go through the back of your challenge, which is no need for that. He's been sent off for it, and my voice has gone with him. I'm going to show you it again. The stats of the game suggest we didn't deserve to win 3-1. I disagree because of the goals that went in the net. So shut your mouth. Today then, Dresden are the team we're facing off against. A Dresden team that I must say we know quite well. And this is the lineup then that's going to face them today. We've had a few injuries, a few concerns. As mentioned, Greco's out injured. Van der Mees is also suspended. And Dunkel, a player that obviously was here already, the left-sided sort of replacement, is also out for 3 months. So that's annoying. Which means then that today's lineup is Chimenti in goal, who I think, again, is probably one of the best keepers in the league, in my opinion. Certainly on his way to becoming one full-time. Then we've got Ronstadt at right back, a player that was unavailable last season. We've got the mental attributes of a small child, which is a shame. PK and Gimba are going to be the back players you recognise. Oz Khalifa is also there. Wiz Khalifa, a few people have been noting him as, which I like. Party's going to play just in front with Mangala and Veron in the centre. Remember, Oriol Mangala, one of the best midfielders we could possibly have at this club. Torres on the right-hand side, the Colombian, very, very quick, can work on these technical attributes. A little bit similar to Almendinger, but can improve, I think, still, which is nice. You can see there, currently 2.5-star current ability, potentially 4-star. So there's a lot of improvement there, which we didn't have with Almendinger. Romanos on the left-hand side with Hoffman up top through the middle. Got 2 goals in that first game. Hopefully he'll fire a few in against Dresden. And we've got options off the bench, of course, with Alberto Seri. Schneider now drops to the bench and is a very good player that we can bring on at some point. And Gessen's there. Yoshi, Tom Brenner still with the club. So we've got options off the bench. We're not limited in that regard. So I'm excited for the season. I think we've got a positive side here. Our squad in general that is very nicely built. And as we go into this first game against Dresden, I better not pig and lose it. Pig and heck, this could be bad, couldn't it? This could be really bad. So there you are, there's the transfer rundown. Let me know what you think as we head into this game against Dresden. Okay, a few players not necessarily fit for this, but Zanto and Beniz are not available. Dislocated shoulder on one of them, and Zanto has got a virus for 56 days, so they're out. Oh, that's useful for us. Now Dresden, it should be noted by the way, won their first game against Dortmund, no less. So something to be aware of. Now, this is this is interesting. They're playing whole shit in the centre with Pissamoglu. Obviously, players that will remember. Fendel, a player I bought in. Fatih Dink at right back. And then up top, really interesting this. They've got Yannick Hein, who we obviously know a lot about. Very, very quick, pacey striker. Next to him is Moussa Touré, who we, very interestingly, brought in, but never got to play. We're scoring bags of goals for ASEC in the Ivory Coast. We're going to have to, if he scores. I never got to play him. This is going to be interesting. Hepner, Seeger, Johnny Depp's on the bench. So an interesting lineup, and Friedrich in goal, obviously a goalkeeper that we brought in. So lots of familiar names throughout this Dresden side. We should know them better than anyone, right? And I think the team we've got is good enough to beat the Dresden team that we're facing today. I hope it is, otherwise it's a disaster. Right then, the games are underway. I'm nervous. I'm more nervous about this than any other game. I'm really delighted that good grief. I'm really delighted that Dresden have made it up into the top tier of the Bundesliga. And I felt gutted for them if they hadn't done, because it would have technically been my fault. And now I'm hoping that we beat them 3 or 4-0, and my sort of justification for moving is proven. We're currently down to 10 men as Hoffman plays in Romanos. Romanos. He sounds Spanish, but he's not. Asterios Romanos. He sounds Brazilian, but he's not. He sounds Colombian, but he's not. He's German. Da-da-da-dum, da-dum, bum. There's a second verse. He didn't see it coming. He came in from the wing, and he thought he could lump in. It's too late. You forgot the rhyme. It's a goal though. 1-0. I should have thought about it. We've nearly gone unbeaten. We're 2 games into the season, and I'm really grinning. We've nearly... Remember that song? That's a good one. Change the lyrics there to fit the team. But Pissamoglu brings it forward into Hein. Dresden looking to bounce back. Shit a brick. Moussa Touré's got the goal. At least he scored. At least it was a good purchase by me. Sadly, though, not for me. Hein uses his pace, gets down that side. Touré pokes home, and we're both vulnerable after scoring a goal, apparently. As Dresden have now proven that. Does it work in reverse, though? Now they've scored, are they vulnerable? How does any of this work? Mangala has picked up an injury, but he's not really struggling for fitness. We do have lots of players we can bring on to replace him. Schneider being the obvious replacement, I would say. Yoshi, maybe. Okay, let's think about this. It's 1-1 at half time. We're on the counter attack against a new promoted side. Lots of you are already going, why on earth are you doing that? So we're going to switch to standard. We're going to look maybe to make a change in the middle. Ramon Torres is not having a particularly good game, but we have to keep him out there for now, I think. What should we do? Let's get Mangala off. Let's bring Yoshi on. Play him as a box-to-box midfielder and then change Veron's role to an advanced playmaker and hopefully get him moving slightly further forward. While Yoshi he's not naturally a box-to-box midfielder, he's got decent stamina, he's got the attributes to do that, despite the fact they're all going down. Right, come on then, here we go. This is the moment now that we can all enjoy. I'm thinking a second half victory after a solid first half against a side that are in form, because they beat Dortmund, of course, as Holscher takes it now. Hein, very conflicting reading names that I did previously manage. As Touré on that left-hand side, he's good at goal scoring, he's not good at crossing, which makes him, awful at crosswords. So, Romanos has picked up an injury. Holy, get him off now. Cotton wool. Right, Tom Brenner is going to come on that left-hand side. I'm also going to bring on Alberto Seri for Hoffman to play as our attacking target man This is where Sedi comes into his own. Come on, Alberto. This is it now for you. He scored in the German Cup game that we had, our first game of the season. Obviously not a league game, but he did score in that. Can he get another goal for us here today? Come on, Alberto. Oh, the time has gone. The time has gone. We're going to draw with Dresden. What was the point in moving? There it is, there, full time. I brought Sedi on. Nothing happened. Ended the game. That was basically the kiss of death. And there we are then. I'm going to say that wasn't good enough today. That's the sort of match we should be winning. Credit to Dresden, who have come here and they've done well. They've had more possession. I taught them that. So disappointing. Let's see on the old pass accuracy. On the passes completed stake, both teams 82% and 83%. You can just feel what I've done running through this game. They've had 2 clear-cut chances, scored one of them, of course, and we haven't really created enough. A few half chances in there, but not a clear-cut chance to speak of, despite the fact we did score a goal. I guess we kind of, as I say, we have to give credit to Dresden. They've come here and done well, and they've played in my image, which I respect. It does leave us third, though, we're 2 points behind the leaders, and at this stage, that ain't too bad, I guess. Third place, 2 games gone, unbeaten. We've nearly gone. Not again, Ben. So I'll see you again soon for another episode of Road Trip. If you've enjoyed today's video, please leave a like, unless you already did and you trusted me, and now it's been proven to be a good video. Unless it hasn't and you change your mind, please don't change your mind. So we love with care. Until next time, I'll see you again very, very soon. Goodbye. Also, second channel, link in the description. I'm going to keep plugging it until you're all subscribed. Until both channels have got 38,000, you hear about it, let me tell you. I'm joking, it's alright. If you like other content, it's over there.